Hi Beauty Fam, welcome back to Binky Car Beauty. Today I'm going to go over some Addiction Tokyo products that I received as gifted items from that Japanese beauty brand. If you're interested in seeing what I picked up from Addiction Tokyo, then keep watching. Remember to subscribe, comment, and like below. It helps me out engagement on my channel. And if you'd like to support my channel in another way, you can use any of the affiliate links below in my Shop My page, which is right here. And then with that out of the way, Beauty Fam, let's put on some makeup and try some Addiction Tokyo. Okay, Beauty Fam, so Addiction Tokyo gifted me some products from their Silence Serenity collection. And I'm going to read from the website, and maybe if I can put some pictures up here. Silence Serenity collection, the Spring 2025 collection, is all about grounding yourself in the pursuit of inner peace. Think good vibes only and endless possibilities. And this is find calm through muted tones and serene hues that evoke unparalleled tranquility. Thank you, Addiction Tokyo, for sending me 5 gifted products. And basically they are the 2 eyeshadow palettes from Silence Serenity, the lip balm soft mattes, and then the lip oil plumper as well. And there's also different products in this release. There's a lip scrub balm, a liquid blush glow, a liquid blush foggy, and then nail polish, and then mascara as well. So I didn't get to try those, but I do have 6 different Addiction Tokyo blushes, which I love. I'm over the moon about those. I already tried one of the palettes, and that's the deeper one of the 102 Unchained Melody, this one, which is like more of the warm tone neutral palette, and I love it. It looks good. This one retails at $52. I think this is such a great price for what it is. And this is the cool tone one. This is Urban Serenity, and it's so pretty. This is the cool tone one. It reminds me of a cousin of Nude Dip, or kind of very similar to Natasha Denona's Glam palette, but just a little bit softer, but still with a little bit of work appropriate glam. On its website, it says Back to Basics, contains 4 shades that complement each other, features high moisturizing shadows with buildable color payoff, includes 4 textures, the sparkle shade, cream, pearl, and matte for all occasions. I'm getting in close for this demo. My eyes are already primed, and what I can say is that I was very skeptical about this cream product. I've tried cream products in makeup where they try to make you use this as the base and then they put the shadow over, and that usually does not bode well for me with someone who has hooded lids and oily eyelids. But for the sake of the demo of trying it, I did try it. What I can say is that it does not crease on me, and I was so surprised because every other cream product that asks you to layer their shadows over it has always really creased on me and has become an oily mess. So for example, the Patrick Ta palette, I think it's called Major Dimensions, they have cream products on the left. I can't use those because they crease on me. And then I think Suku has cream products, and those also crease on me, but this one doesn't. So that's my experience. I don't know if anyone's tried this palette, but I'm so surprised because I am such a skeptic of cream products layered with mattes and shimmers. So I'm going into that cream product right here, and that's what it looks like. It's pretty emollient. And then I'm just gonna put that all over my lid. And in a way, it's like a primer slash lays down a color, smooths out any of my wrinkles. Okay, and I tend to only put it on the top lid. I don't want to put anything emollient on my bottom lid because that's where I start to get like raccoon eyes. And what's nice about this is that it just lays a really nice primer base and then shade of gray. And I'm using a rougher 02 brush. It's more of a flat packing brush, and it's goat hair, so I can use it for creamy products. And the nice thing about trying these products, like not at first impressions, is that I'm getting a second chance to play with them again. And what I'm gonna do is get a fluffy brush and just buff out the edges a little bit while there's still some creaminess there. Okay, so that is that creamy shade here. And it does come with brushes, by the way. I'm just going to dump it because I have my own brushes. But for people who are not makeup aficionados, it does come with brushes for you. And I'm just kind of buffing out the edges. Okay, so that is like a really beautiful cool tone gray. I'd have to say I like this gray more than the Victoria Beckham, which I just did a review on. Here it is, this one here. The color of this Victoria Beckham is not the color that's in the pan, but it's this one here. I just did a review of that, of this shade here, which is like the primary crease shade. This one, and then this is the cream shade here. Yeah, I think this shade is more flattering. This is basically like my skin tone. So they call this the pearl shade, and I would just call that like a kind of a shimmery satin shade, but they call that a pearl because there is some reflex quality to that. I am going to use that pretty much all over my eyelid. And I'm just going to kind of layer it over this cream product. And the nice thing about this creamy base is that because it's a little bit emollient still, it's going to really pick up whatever I lay down. So I'm using a Sonia G Jumbo Blender brush into this pearl shade. It got smoky pretty quick, but also that cream base is like just grabbing onto the product. Okay, I put too much here. What I'm gonna do is then take a brush and just buff it out. So you can see I have a little bit of a neutral smoky base, which I like. This is like more approachable to me than the Victoria Beckham one I just reviewed. I'm actually gonna take some of this and just, because it's a nice thing to have like a fluffier brush and it kind of just buffs out the product more. Because the other one is more of a packer brush. This is a 01 rougher. These rougher brushes are such great, like, I don't know, I think they're really great as like beginner workhorse brushes. Okay, so that's just two shades, the cream and then this pearl shade, and it's just really pretty. I think it's a really pretty base. So what I'm doing is taking that matte shade, that bottom right soft dark brown with a hint of red. I'm gonna smoke that out down here. And this is the part where I like started to really see, oh my gosh, this looks so much like that I think it's Icon, I can't remember, I think it's called Iconic Smoke. I'll show you in a bit which one it reminds me of Tom Ford. And I like this one because it's less, I don't know what it is, it just seems more approachable than the Tom Ford one, which is more full glam. This is more like a light glam, which if some of you like more of a light glam look for work, this is really beautiful, like everyday basic quad, which I think that's what they're saying, that these are kind of back to basic quads, like a warm tone and a cool tone. This is a perfect shade to smoke out. I love it. I'm going back to that pearl shade here. And it's like perfect to like smoke out bottom down here. Sometimes I have trouble with shades like building it here. That worked so beautifully. This is a 28 brush by Refer. And then I'm just going into that champagne shade here and laying that over. And this is where like the magic happens. I think this is so pretty. Like you don't have to use the sparkle during the day. I think you could have just, if you just want something basic, like you can do that eye and put mascara and liner on and then you're done. But if you want to, you know, have a little pop, just put that sparkle, that champagne. It's so pretty. And then there's definitely a bit of a champagne pink shift with this. Okay, so I'm gonna put liner on and I'll be back. Okay, so I finished liner with Smoky Quartz Victoria Beckham Kajal on the bottom, and on the top I used some brown liquid liner for a cat eye effect. And that is what that looks like. What I'm gonna do now is show you the lip products they sent me. So they sent me 3 lip products. So the first one is a lip oil plumper Silent Serenity. And that's what it looks like. It's so cute. It's this little mini, and this is not at first impressions. I've been using this pretty much ever since I got it, and it's been in my purse. What I like about it, at first I was disappointed. I'm like, oh, I wish there was like some color in there. But actually what I liked is that I actually put this in my purse, and it's just so easy to just use as a lip oil on the go. So that's what it looks like. It's clear. And it really does moisturize, but it's not too goopy. It's a lighter feeling than a lip gloss. And what I can say is that I've been using it close to all week, and I've been really loving it to moisturize my lips. So basic, and I know I'm blessed with really full lips and some pigment, so sometimes I don't even need any lipstick on, I just need a gloss. This is the perfect lip oil to use on my lips, and it's $26. The name is called 102 Balmy Day. This one here, Balmy Day. Sheer yellow gold with a dewy finish. For sure a dewy finish. Layer lips with a soft touch like spring sunlight. A plumping lip oil gloss for maximum sunshine and zero stickiness. Yes, I would have to say that it has zero stickiness, and I don't like sticky glosses. That's just me. This lush formula is packed with plant oils, butters, and manuka honey for smooth, supple lips. This gel-like texture adheres to the lips for lasting softness. And I have to say, yeah, that's what it is. I was trying to figure out, there was something like a little bit, not sweet, but like just more like the essence of something in here. And it's definitely the honey I'm feeling, and kind of like a light scent that I'm smelling. I usually don't like scented products, even perfume, but I can tell it's honey, and it's really moisturizing my lips. And two ways I've been using this is, like, I like to use this to prep my lips, or just when I know I'm not going to even use any lip product. I've just been using that, or even putting lip liner around my lips. And then sometimes I've been putting some lipstick on, and if I just want to make it more moisturized and glossy, like, I try not to put the I try not to use a doe foot over lips that have lip gloss already. What I'll do is just, you know, dab some on my back of my hand, and then just put some over my my lips with pigment already, and it just turns into this beautiful kind of like a moisturized lipstick. So here are the two lip balm soft mattes they gifted me for the Silent Serenity collection. And there are two of these, and this is what the packaging looks like as well. Let me show you both of them side by side, because this is what I would say about these two. To me, they're so neutral, they're hard to tell what they are unless I have them side by side. This one on this side is 101, and this one is 102. So 101 is described as Dream Ripples, a dreamy pinky beige, this one right here. And on this side is 102, Healing Sun, a nude beige reminiscent of sunbathing. And let me do a little swatch for you. So 101, Dream Ripples, a dreamy pinky beige. 102, Healing Sun, a nude beige reminiscent of sunbathing. So one is definitely more pink, and one is more kind of peachy nude, and it's very light on me. So what I've been doing is actually combining these, but I'll do them separately so you can see. And let me take this off. Okay, the lip oil is off, and I'm a lot closer so you can see. I'm going to start with 102 because it's the lighter one on me, and I think it's a little bit harder to see because of my natural pigment. Healing Sun. Healing Sun. It's definitely more of I think it's a cool tone, beigey color. The way I've been using this, because it kind of pales out my lips, I've actually been taking the lip oil and then taking a bit of this and just using this to plump out the look. So there's more dimension. And I prefer that a little more, just because it's a little bit too pale and flat for my preference. 101 Dream Ripples, this one right here. Dream Ripples, a dreamy pinky beige. Okay, so a dreamy pinky beige, 101 Dream Ripples. gonna do the same thing and put a little bit of the lip oil. Again, this is kind of my hack. I don't like to put it right on my lips because then it kind of taints the rest of the product. So taking some of that lip oil and just dabbing that on top. I would say this is not a true matte. It's more of like a creamy matte. It's a soft matte colored lip balm that leaves a natural blotted finish. Your lips will feel hydrated all day with a light, airy sensation and lasting moisture. I would say that's true. It's not like a traditional flat matte because my lips are definitely not dry when I wear these even without the lip oil. The way I've been working these products, because I want to use both of them and this is a little bit lighter, I've actually been using this one in the middle and combining the two colors. The way I've been wanting to use this product is I'll grab any lip liner that's a little bit more nude. I'm using the Lisa Eldridge 1N from her soft, her Sculpt and Shade series. You can see where it starts to just build some definition. And because it's such a nude color, I don't like get really precise or bent out of shape if it's a little messy. And in fact, I kind of prefer if it's a little messy. I think there's a little nude, so I'm grabbing a deeper one. This is Sorcery. It's a little more brown. Pretty. All right, I'm back. I finished my face with some matte bronzer by Victoria Beckham, and I have some Addiction Tokyo blushes here. I believe this is I can't remember what this one, either Sky Flower, or I'll put the name of it below so you can find it. But this is, I've been loving these blushes. They're just on my top shelf. I just been pulling for them all year. All right, so that is the look, final look with the Unchained Melody. I think it's such a pretty kind of glam, low-key glam look. I'm going to grab the Tom Ford quad so I can show you what it looks like to me. All right, I was wrong of the name, but it was definitely a Tom Ford quad. It reminds me so much of the Tom Ford Metal Lust palette. It's like the cousin to it, except it's like half the price. I think the product is more in Tom Ford, but I don't even know if they make this anymore. There's definitely like smokiness to this Tom Ford one, and that is the Metal Lust palette. And you can see where it has some smokiness but some neutralness to it as well. But the effect, the finished effect of this quad really reminds me of Metal Lust without the $90 price tag. And then just because I can, I just want to show you how to build up some of these colors. You can certainly use your finger if you want. I just use my finger on that top shimmer shade to add some impact. Or you can wet a brush if you want, which helps with any sort of fallout. But I just use my hands because it's the easiest thing when I'm in a rush. All right, beauty fam, I am back. We are going to do the Cool Tone palette, Urban Serenity 101. This is the Cool Tone Neutrals palette that evokes timeless tranquility. What I did was just removed what was on my eyelids. I tried the best as I could, and I think because this is a cream base, which is a good thing, it's almost like a cream primer, so it definitely stays. This is the fourth time I'm using these products. I actually used both quads earlier this week for work, and they lasted throughout the night. Like from morning I went to work to the evening until 10 o'clock till I took off my makeup. They last. So longevity's definitely been tested already. Up close and personal, I am grabbing a Sonia G worker brush, and this is like a goat hair, so it can go into this cream product here. And on the website, they describe this cream product as a cool brown cream shade. It's so interesting they call it brown. On my skin tone, this is gonna turn up as probably gray. Nope, it looks a little brown, actually. This is the thing, you don't know until you try it, and depending on your skin tone as well. And what's nice is I'm learning with this formula is because of this creamy base, it's pretty much an all-day primer for the makeup we're putting on our lids. The last time I saw any product do this was Patrick Ta, and those did not work for me. They were so emollient and slippy, I just ignored the cream product in the pan. And then there's another product that did this. I don't know if it was a cream product. They definitely did a primer in their quads, and that was Clé de Peau in their newly reformulated quads. And they have a primer shade in there. It's like a satin primer shade, but it's not creamy like this. In terms of tone, this is just, I would say this is more cooler tone than the Unchained Melody. So I'm grabbing a Sonia G soft shader brush. This bottom left chic pink beige pearl shade. I'm just going into that, and that's what it looks like. It's tapping off any excess. Ooh, this one is creamier than I thought. Okay, what I'm gonna do is use less of a packing brush and just wipe this off. This is a 01 brush from Refer, and it's pretty creamy. And I just want this to go on a little bit more effortlessly, like a dusting. There we go. A dusting of the pink. And what I really like about this color combination, and because of my skin coloring and this formula, there is a little mix of grays, purples, and pinks in real life of what I can see that might not be translating on the camera, but I love this color combination for neutrals on my skin tone. I love when you can see pinks, a little bit of blues and purples, a little bit of mauve. So I'm just like building that pink shade more on my mobile lid and then dusting some across because of that primer. That is the pink one down here. Now I'm going to use the Cool Modern Charcoal Gray Matte shade down here, right here. Tapping off any extra. Okay, that is as smoky as I want to get it. And I'm actually going to take just a clean, fluffy brush from Refer and then just buff out the edges. Taking that pink shade again. I'm taking a liner brush. This is a flat definer, I think. Yep, from Sonia G. It's got a flat edge. This is the one where I like, when I use the shadow for liner, I use this brush. Okay, the last thing I'm going to do is use a brush to show you how this shimmer shade, the top left silver beige sparkle shade, looks as a topper. So I'm taking a Refer 02 brush. I think I have like 4 of these Refer 02 brushes. This is my favorite eyeshadow brush from Refer, the 02. And then I'm gonna pack on that sparkle shade on top. So pretty. Okay, so that is the topper shade. You can see where this is like a really cool tone palette, more cool than warm. And then let me do my liner and then I'll be back. All right, Beauty Fam, I am back. I finished my eye look. And why don't I let you know what I put on my eyes. I used a gray liner. This is Chanel 44 Blue Carbon on top with black liquid liner from KVD Beauty. And then the bottom liner, I used Victoria Beckham Kajal Sea Gray for a little bit of sparkle. So let me get in. And that is Urban Serenity, the cool tone look from Addiction Tokyo. And this is what the lipstick looks up close. Again, thank you Addiction Tokyo for sending me these gifted products. I think they're beautiful. I think if you know you like cool tone versus warm tone, you have one that you can pick out of this collection. And then for the lipsticks, I would say if you are a medium skin tone person, I would go with 101 just because that is the deeper of the shades of the lipsticks. The other one, 102, is a little too light for me. So if you're paler than me, I would say do 102, which is that chic brown one, 102. And I have to say I really do really enjoy the lip oil. This has been in my purse all week and I just been using this all week. Anything that I have on my lips, it's just added a really nice dimension of lushness. You can just see how I just put that on. It was so seamless. It doesn't have a smell, but it definitely has that Manuka honey oil, like honey in there, and it's just really moisturizing on my lips. Okay, so if that was enjoyable for you, beauty fan, remember to hit like below. Thank you Addiction Tokyo for sending me these beautiful products. If I have to say which one I like more, I guess I would say I would like the cool tone one just because I gravitate for cool tones a lot in my looks. But actually I've used both of these palettes this week and they're just wonderful. Sometimes for me in my line of work and what my comfort level is, I just want something that looks really pretty but not too super glam, and these are just like great basic palettes. I can see myself traveling with these, and yeah, the Addiction Tokyo formula is fantastic. It's everything that I wanted NARS to be, but also Tom Ford type quality, but not the price of $90 anymore. These are just really beautiful products from Addiction Tokyo. I've never experienced a cream product that actually did not crease my eyes, and this cream product acts as pretty much a base, another color, a primer, and my eye look does not budge. I think it has to do with this cream product that they have, which is fantastic. As always, please be very kind with yourself and others, and just be you. Until the next video, beauty fam, take good care. Bye.
I don't wanna stop. Could you come closer to me? I just can't resist you. I'm giving